is here with the only tiller that we offer here at HSN. Now, whether you are a gardening pro and expert or you're just getting started for the first time, the experts will tell you that you have to prep the earth before you start to get the healthiest, most wonderful growing, beautiful garden of vegetables and flowers and plants and the like. Now, for most people out there, that means going to the lawn and garden store, paying a rental fee, having it put in your car and making a big, huge mess, having to deal with oil and gas and fumes, going home, racing to get the job done as quickly as you can and trying to return it before they charge you the day rate instead of just the hourly fee. Well, HSN says posh to that, buy your own. We offer you a phenomenally powered electric motor mini tiller. Now, it is a customer pick for us here at HSN, and it is an early season start because it's the first thing you do. You know, it's like priming before you paint. It's like cleansing before you moisturize. So for us to offer this at the end of the season makes no sense. So we are in our final quantities. I have 300 left and available for you today, and you've got 4 flexible payments and free shipping. Now, I know there's skeptics out there that say, oh, I gotta have gas power to get real power. The reviews are in and people love the power, the performance, and the ease of use of our model. Plus, being able to get rid of big, huge gallon tanks filled with oil, dealing with gasoline and pulling ripcords. And what we offer you is the opportunity to own a model, not have to rent one, not have to schlep it back and forth from the store. Call your next door neighbor, call your brother or your sister, have everybody pitch in a flex, because once you own it, you own it. You've got it to use season after season, year after year. And it's a versatile footprint model that you can do a big expansive garden and you can till out and cultivate those small pathways as well. This is your only presentation today, right?
That's it, yeah.
As far as we know, this may be last quantities for the rest of the year, for the rest of the season. So get it home. Don't deal with a pitchfork. Don't get splinters in your hands and get down on your knees, you know, with those little mini cultivators. Do it with power and performance and a model that truly does work. Special flex for the day, free shipping for the day, and a ravely reviewed customer pick that really will change the results of your garden.
Yeah, exactly. This takes care of all the things that are difficult about having that amazing garden. It's going to make it easier. Even if there's difficult weeding, we're gonna take care of that. If it's going to be turning that soil, if the soil is still a little bit, you know, firm because it's cold out, it's gonna take care of that. It's gonna improve the soil. So you may have had some decent results last season, but if you can improve that soil with fertilizer and turning the soil and aerating it, you're gonna have better success this year. This does all of that. So let me show you again. Watch what this can do. Just in seconds, how we can really turn and cultivate and till that soil with such little effort. And as Brett mentioned, remember, so many of the reviews talk about the power. I was amazed by the power. You know, even those people who have used a gas-powered tiller cultivator in the past have said the power is very impressive and exactly what you need. So you've taken care of all the weeds. Here, you can see that even this planting box that we're using, all it was the same grass that you're seeing around here. We were able to use this tiller, turn up all that grass and weeds and everything else, and now we have amazing soil. Low profile, or I should say a narrow profile, so you're able to create those really nice rows. So if the rows are gonna be for your vegetable garden, fine, or you wanna make nice rows of flowers, that's great. So think about this. If you are able to turn the soil now, look at this, I could basically be planting by hand where I can just take these flowers, put them in. These flowers need a bit of water. Look at that. But I'm doing it by hand now. I'm not struggling and digging in the soil.
You know, Peter, at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're getting rid of arguably the back-breaking labor worst part of the job. You know,
yeah.
if painters didn't have to prime, their job would be a heck of a lot easier. This is the simplest, easiest way. Let electricity do the work for you. You know, if you're getting up to that age where you've loved planting your whole life, you know, my father, I watched him do it his entire life, and I learned a passion for it from him. And I remember in the cold, hard soil in Chicago coming out of winter, you know, he would spend 2 days just raking and turning and really doing the hardest part of the process just so that he could then get to the fun part, the part of planting a vegetable garden and planting flowers. If you are like my dad, or like he taught me how to be, and this is an item that has stopped you from doing that, share your story with us right now. Now, I need to give you all a heads up. I believe we have the best powered tiller model that's available in the marketplace. It's the right footprint. It hangs and stores away in your garage. It's electric. It's not gas. It causes no problems for you. And this is it for the year. If you have done this the hard manual labor, back-breaking way in the past, treat yourself with Special Flex for the day for basically $1 a day. Get that awful part of the process out. Do it with us and know that we're saving you time, we're saving you hassle and headache. And you can also not only have the best looking garden come spring and summertime, but you could also make this a community item. Buy it now and talk to your neighbors. Have everybody pitch in a Flex, and now you own one. You never rent again. You never have to deal with that hourly fee or that gas stench again. It's just a better experience, okay? Now here we go. Whoop. It already went away because it's already flying out the door. I know you just saw 270 left. There are more than 270 gardens, lawns in this country. And now it's the time of year where everybody's weather is set and ready to till, to cultivate, and to plant to their heart's content. With the people we have online ordering, I'm down to 150. Use your Flex. Enjoy your free shipping. Know that your Flex is less than the cost of a one-day rental. And now you don't have to race to do the whole thing in a day. Now, 10 minutes or sell out. Don't miss this one. Treat those in your life that do the planting, the lawn and gardening in your home. You know, get it as something that the whole community and your neighbors and your friends share, because once you own it, you're no longer a la carte renting. You're no longer on your hands and knees. You're no longer spending your days like the farmer out of American Gothic.
That's
it. I remember touching these big old pitchforks. This is not the way to do it anymore. We got better choices out there.
Exactly, and imagine if you wanted to have a bigger and better garden than you've ever had before, but you're thinking about how much work that can really be. This can change all that. This can make it so much easier because it can take care of the most difficult portion of gardening, and that's getting the soil ready. So if you want to take care of the weeds, this is going to do that. If you want to be able to really turn that soil to make the actual planting easier, we can do it. How about even improving that soil? You know, you talk about how the soil sometimes isn't great. A lot of different parts of the country, and maybe even here in Florida, we have very sandy soil. So I could take stuff like the peat moss and improve the soil that way. I can also do things like adding the fertilizer. So I can add that fertilizer, all of that, but make sure that I'm combining and cultivating that soil perfectly by using the tiller. Because now, watch what I can do to combine all that soil, make the soil better. And all this is done so much easier with the tiller. And now, what have you done? You've done a great job. You've increased your chances of having that best garden ever. Maybe it's the biggest vegetables or the first tomato on the street or beautiful plants and flowers. This can help you do it, and it's so easy. Now, a couple of different ways you can use this as well. All you're doing is adding your extension cord. That's easy. It's electric. There's no fumes, no gas. EARTHWISE took care of all of that. What I've been showing you is using it with the wheels down. Wheels down make it a little bit easier to control, so if it's your first time using a cultivator tiller, great way to go. It doesn't go as deep into the soil, perfect. If you want, as you get going, you're gonna pull the pin right here, the wheels fold up, they lock into place right there. Now, you can really get even deeper and start to really turn that soil. So depending upon what you're planting, depending upon how hard your soil is, whether it's just normally a hard soil, if it's a clay type soil, or if it's still from the colder weather, you're going to be able to do that as well. When you're starting your tiller, as I said, you just plug it in. You've got a safety switch up top. So I've got this bell arm, but when I squeeze it, nothing happens. Push the safety switch, then that. Now I'm set to go, and you can see I can really till even deeper with those wheels up. I mean, look what this can do to the soil. And at any point, if I let go of the handle, the unit stops. So anybody can handle this. Taking it in and out of the garage, you can use it with the wheels, or you can just grab that handle. Extremely light and easy to work with.
Okay, so Peter, I just want to give everybody a heads up here. This will be last chance for the year. These are our final quantities. We did special flex for the day. We are shipping it to your door free of charge. Your flex today is less than a one-day rental. We get rid of gas, we get rid of fumes, we get rid of, I don't know, causing you to have to get your car washed because of all the mud and dirt and grime and gas that ends up in the back of your car. Most of us don't even own big enough cars to be able to rent a tiller and get it home to you. And once you own it, you can do projects as you see fit. Next week, you could decide, oh, I want to lay a new flower bed and get your tiller and get it done. If you feel like your soil is just hard and flat and done, where are the roots going to go? For those of you that spend money over and over and over again on high-powered fertilizers, and you buy extra seeds and you buy extra flower beds because you just feel like the earth is not ready to take in what you're trying to put down, use a tiller. The industry experts will tell you it is the first step. Nobody would come and paint your house without priming it first. No landscape architect or professional gardener would start your project without cultivating, turning, aerating the earth so the soil has oxygen, so the roots take hold. And, you know, my dad and older generations, they did it with these old guys right here.
This one.
And for better or for worse, us younger generations, we're a bit lazier. Electricity helps us out, and that's what this model will do for you. Get it home and get rid of the back-breaking labor starting part of it and get to the part that you truly love and be ready to brag about the best garden in the, in the neighborhood.
Exactly. This is going to make it so much easier. If you thought about having a huge garden, this is all you need. You're going to go right up and then back down the row, and you're going to see how this is going to do the difficult work. So then it means when it's time for the planting, and if you're, you just can't do it anymore, get down on your hands and knees and all these plants. Now look at this. Look at the soil that you can create. And the only way to do that is with a tiller. But this is the one that you can do to make it easier. As you said, no gas. There's certainly no fumes. It's not loud. When you let go, the motor stops. You can handle this tiller. And I love what the review said. So many of them, people who have owned or rented those big, heavy, powerful ones, they're saying, wait a minute, this is a lightweight but powerful unit, so why do I need those? Very impressed with the power across the board.
Okay, so I want you to be gratified and excited that you're gonna have the same rave review, so I'm gonna read some of your fellow shoppers' reviews.
Oh, nice.
Heads up, 140 and counting left, about 200 people online. A lot are still ordering that wagon. Now take a look at some reviews, but while you're seeing nothing on your screen but a review, if you know you want it, get in line, because I am warning you now, we are officially approaching our sellout. We do not have 4 minutes worth of quantity left to support. Here we go. Gardener's Dream, awesome machine. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's so easy to operate. It doesn't beat me up like my old gas-powered tiller did. It did an amazing job on my garden bed, so much so I'm considering adding a few more flower beds to my backyard. See, look at that. Somebody that owned gas-powered and said this is a better experience. Here we go. OMG. So glad I bought this. I just cultivated my garden plot. It was such a joy to not have to pull that rope on my old gas-powered cultivator. It was so easy to just turn it on and off. It did an excellent job in tilling my soil. I am really happy with it. That first review was from Texas. This review is from Oregon. So we're talking about different regions of the earth, different types of soil. But for everybody out there, this is really the best way to start your garden. And if you know a thing or two about gardening, like my dad did and taught me so much, you know that the old school style is down on your hands and knees, stabbing away at cold, hard soil, raking and hoeing and working just to get your garden ready for the part you truly love. Well, we're getting rid of it. This is like not having to go to the gym, but still getting rock hard abs and losing 20 pounds.
Will it help with that? No.
No.
But I love what those reviews
don't want to make
said.
that promise. We'll get in trouble.
Yeah, a couple of things that they said. Being able to do more, plant more flowers and plant more vegetables. That is amazing, and that's what's great about this. And the same thing, it has plenty of power, but it's lightweight enough and easy for anyone to handle. That's what I love about this. You are absolutely going to love
Peter,
it.
Here's what we're going to do right now. I'm really, really sorry to interrupt you.
What happened?
We're not going to stamp it sold out because I don't want any of you to abandon ship. But we are going to move on because with the callers in line, unless you go to express ordering, it is basically gone. We will inform you when it is officially sold out, but I'm thrilled that you've decided to make the back-breaking labor a little less laborious for you and for your family. And speaking of, since we've got a moment to spare, grab one of Peter's infamous wagons while you're at it. You want to take your cultivator out and get it done, and then what about your plants? What about your soil? What about the mulch? Everything. We've made one job easier. Let's make the second part easier too with our rave. is here with the only tiller that we offer here at HSN. Now, whether you are a gardening pro and expert or you're just getting started for the first time, the experts will tell you that you have to prep the earth before you start to get the healthiest, most wonderful growing, beautiful garden of vegetables and flowers and plants and the like. Now, for most people out there, that means going to the lawn and garden store, paying a rental fee, having it put in your car and making a big, huge mess, having to deal with oil and gas and fumes, going home, racing to get the job done as quickly as you can, and trying to return it before they charge you the day rate instead of just the hourly fee. Well, HSN says posh to that, buy your own. We offer you a phenomenally powered electric motor mini tiller. Now, it is a customer pick for us here at HSN, and it is an early season start because it's the first thing you do. You know, it's like priming before you paint. It's like cleansing before you moisturize. So for us to offer this at the end of the season makes no sense. So we are in our final quantities. I have 300 left and available for you today, and you've got 4 flexible payments and free shipping. Now, I know there's skeptics out there that say, oh, I gotta have gas power to get real power. The reviews are in, and people love the power, the performance, and the ease of use of our model. Plus, being able to get rid of big, huge gallon tanks filled with oil, dealing with gasoline and pulling ripcords. And what we offer you is the opportunity